Alright guys, so what's up? So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can actually come up with exit points. Okay, you are in a trade, you're in profit, and what's the time to exit? When do you have to exit? Okay, so that's what we are going to be basically looking at in today's video. But we have a few trades here running. You guys can see this. So we had this signal shared with the VIP members and it's all lit. Let me give you a show here maybe. So this is a trade that we took in the VIP Signals group. Let me also show you this. So as you guys can see, we had the actual setup and then the signal, right? So we are selling GBP USD and we are all profits. Anyway, so I'm going to be basically breaking down how I actually exit trades. So these days, of course, I want to put in some live examples as I'm trading and then coming up to the trade. So we are going to slide into the video. But if you guys like the video, please smash the like button. And of course, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So let's get into it. So what's up guys, so I'm going to be basically showing you my techniques on how I am actually able to exit trades. Now this all comes up to what type of a trader are you? Are you a scalper, or you're day trading, or you're actually swing trading? If you're a scalper, of course, first things first, you're going to be looking at your trades for just a short period of time. So let's say you're holding your trades for about 15 minutes, 30 minutes. So it means by the end of the 15 minutes, you could have possibly gotten an exit point, right? And then if you're a day trader, of course, you could possibly hold your trades for a long time, you know, let's say for a couple of hours. And at the end of the given period, you are able to close your trades. Okay, so we said we have the scalper, and then we have the day trader, and then we also have the swing trader, right? So you can see that these are some of the main things that we have to consider first on how you can actually be able to get the exit point, right? Now that's the first thing. Now the second thing that we are going to be basically looking at is your goal, right? What's your goal? You know, because at the end of it all, you can see that when you're closing your trade, you are either closing your profits or you're closing your loss, right? What's your goal? All these points are not even related to the markets. That's why we are just discussing right here. What's your goal? Is your goal to make about $10? Is your goal to make about $1,000? Is your goal to make about $500? You see, so that all also determines on when you can actually be able to get your exit point. Okay, so after analyzing your goal, now it's time to scale in and get where you are going to either place your stop loss or be able to close your trade manually. So we have two options. So you can either have a stop loss, which would a take profit, which would be able to close your trade when it actually reaches the target, right? And then the other way around is closing your trade manually. Now closing the trade manually is more often enough affected by emotions, right? So that's a bit difficult. Anyways, now let's slide into the technical part of getting an exit point. Now we have two two options. We have using an indicator and then using some price action. So here are the key points on why you can actually be able to get the exit point. So we have first things first, as we have what we call key levels. Okay, so these are levels of pressure. So this can be your resistance levels. Okay, resistance levels, most especially you had entered a buy, but you can see that you have a key level in front. You notice that, okay, there could be some opposing pressure and I could be stopped out, so or maybe that the price could reverse from that point, right? So that's a key level, it's a resistance level. So let's look at it in here. So we are going to look at Euro USD, right? So we are looking at Euro USD. I'm also actually analyzing, try to get a trade here, so we could possibly look at that. Okay, now so let's mark out some of those levels. So we are going to try mark out the resistance levels first. Okay, we're going to mark out some of the resistance levels. So we have this in whereby we are considering such touch. We have one touch, we have two touches, the second touch, the third, the fourth, you know, so those are very many already. So we are going to assume that, okay, we have a confirmation for a buy here. Okay, so let's say we have a confirmation for a buy here. So assuming I've taken my buy at this point, okay, let's have taken my buy at this point. I'm just trying to use this as an example. I didn't do any analysis on this, but this is going to work for our example. So assuming I've taken my trade at this point, so you can see that I'm getting this as my exit point. Why? Because it's a key level already. It was a resistance level. You can see that whenever the market reached there, bounced off. Market reached there, bounced off. So what does that mean? It means I wouldn't place my target above, because if this has happened multiple times, this should kind of bring a feeling to me that, okay, if this has actually happened multiple times, you know, keep an eye on that level. You know, it's a resistance level. It has been respected multiple times, once, twice, and then thrice. You know, it has been respected multiple times. So this is how I could basically use these key levels to get my closing point or my exit point. Okay. Same thing. Let's try for another currency pair and see how it actually works. So let's try my favorite pair most times, GBP JPY. Awesome. There we go. Let me get this off first. Awesome. So there we go. Again, it's the same thing. Let's try out mark again some of those resistance and resistance levels, right? So we had some initially. I'd marked out this. Again, you can see that whenever the market reaches this level, let me try to mark it like this way. You see, whenever the market reaches this level, bounced off, reach this level, bounce off. So it means if I'd taken a buy list at this point, I'd kind of have my take profit at this level, you know, because if it has been respected multiple times, okay, there's a possibility of being broken, but on the safer side, you would have your closing point at such a given point. Okay, so that's my first thing that I'm actually considering when closing a trade. Now the second thing is you can use a trailing stop loss. Now a trailing stop loss is just going to help you enclose some profits. So let me show you an example here. I'm going to illustrate it manually. So let's say we have an uptrend in such a way, right? And then I'd actually entered, oh sorry, let me redo this real quick. So let's say I'd entered my trade, and then I have, let's say I'd entered my buy from around here, right? I'd entered my buy from around here, with this being okay, with this being my target. So what does that mean? So this is my stop loss initially, but I have a chance that when I'm into profits up to this level, let's up to this level, there's an option of me extending my stop loss up to you can do this manually on your phone or maybe on your computer, most especially in MT4. You can just drag this stop loss up to this level, so it means you haven't closed the profits from here up to here, right? So you have gotten some profits locked in already. Now you have to hold after extending your stop loss, that doesn't impose any emotions on you, because you will just you have gotten profits and closed in already, so you're basically just holding, you know. So at the end of it all, on closing that trade, you're going to close it manually most times, because you have profits already locked in, so it's not going to put you at a lot of pressure. This is like someone who had actually maybe used tried to close the trade manually, or maybe, you know, waiting for a key level to be hit, you know. So our trailing stop loss is really so important. Now, most importantly, and at the end of it all, is emotions shouldn't determine when to close trades, because emotions are related to your psychology. And remember, in trading, you have to be able to take control of your emotions. If you're able to take control of your emotions, you are good to go. Okay, so don't allow emotions to control your decisions in these markets. So that's what I had for you guys. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. So I will see you guys in another video, and I am